It's been a rough go of things for the three best prop bets over the last few weeks, but I feel like we're almost there, right? The Melissa Mullins inside the distance. Who saw that death gas coming from her? I thought if she was going to be able to establish that top control in the second round again, that it probably would have been, a solid cash there at plus 270 would have given us guaranteed profit for the night, but that doesn't end up going down. Court McGee showing off better grit and durability than I expect him to, and Morono wins that fight on the scorecards, so we have to rip up the inside the distance. And then Chris Curtis going 25 minutes, unable to find the chin of Allen, had him hurt a few times, but was unable to close the show, and we have to rip up the ticket there as well. And then the long shot in Mariscal, round 3 plus 2200. I was liking Mariscal's activity level throughout that fight, but I think I just underrated Sherrier's durability and his gas tank, something that I won't question moving forward. But I didn't mind the plus 2200 number considering everything that I saw going into that matchup. All right, let's get into the three best prop bets for UFC 300 to end the content that we have for the week, other than the immediate reaction post-fight show that I do right after the card wraps up. So first, best prop bet that I got for you guys is going to be Deiveson Figueiredo by knockout at plus 140. Seeing that the Dana White and the UFC has now increased the performance bonuses to 300,000. I'm more than certain that we're going to see Figueiredo go out there and really look to put that big power on Garbrandt. But even if the performance bonus wasn't there, I think the way that these two match up, Garbrandt is going to have to exchange in the pocket here and there, and I think he's going to get eventually caught by that big power of Figueiredo, which I don't think that Garbrandt can handle at this stage of his career. We saw how Trevin Jones was able to land some big shots on Garbrandt, and it didn't look like at all that Garbrandt was going to be able to handle that power. Now to have to deal with it against a guy like Figueiredo, I don't think it's going to work that great for the durability of Garbrandt here. So even though I don't like the minus 300 on Figueiredo, I do like the knockout prop at plus 140. The second best prop bet is going to be Mr. Renato Moicano by submission at plus 400. This is probably his best way to win this fight, and I feel confident in his ability to crash the pocket, get that body lock, drag this fight to the ground, and eventually work to that dominant position that will cause Jalen Turner to give Moicano his back. And from there, I think we'll see Moicano sink in the submission and get the tap. Turner will be very dangerous early here, obviously, as he has the striking advantage and he has the power to put Moicano's lights out. But I think people are forgetting how good Moicano actually is, especially when he's able to get opponents to the ground. If he's able to do that successfully here against Turner, I think that will see him wrap up his submission quickly thereafter. And a plus 400, I think, is worth a shot. And the third prop bet that I got for you guys is going to be in the main event. Alex Pereira by knockout plus 125. I think that we see Jamal Hill create a lot of mistakes in the striking round, but he hasn't been able to fight anybody that was able to take advantage of that until now. We got Alex Pereira with being the technically better striker, obviously coming from his glory kickboxing days, but it's really that check left hook that I think is going to come into play for him here as we see Jamal Hill get a little bit too reckless on the feet, the way that he throws his wide winging shots at times, the way he leaves his chin up in the air and falling over himself at times. I think Pereira will be able to capitalize very big here, and not to mention I think Jamal Hill coming back a little bit too early from the injury that he suffered last year. This seems to have Pereira written all over it, and I think it comes emphatically here by knockout plus 125. The long shot I have for you guys here is going to be a couple round sprinkles, and it's always tough to pass up round 3, 4, 5 props for Mr. Max Holloway. Obviously, he's going up against a very durable and tough Justin Gaethje, but when we've seen Gaethje lose, especially against fellow strikers, it normally comes against guys that are able to overwhelm him and put him away, just as Eddie Alvarez did, just as Dustin Poirier did, and I think Max Holloway will be the next person added to that list. Look for this to be competitive through the first 2.5 rounds, but I think we'll see Holloway start to turn it up in deep waters, and I don't think that Gaethje is going to be able to keep up with him, and I think we'll see Holloway hurt him and then follow up with a barrage of shots to eventually get that stoppage, whether it happens in round 3 plus 1,500, round 4 plus 1,600, or round 5 at plus 1,700. One of those has got to hit, and I feel like one of them will end up coming through. There you guys go. 3 best prop bets and a long shot for UFC 300. That's a wrap on all the content for Fight Week. Just a reminder, I'll be dropping my immediate reactions video for UFC 300 after the card wraps up. So make sure you guys swing on by the channel after the fights are wrapped up to see which of the best props have hit for every single matchup, as well as my immediate reaction for every single fight as well. Make sure you guys tune in. Good luck on all your action, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.